Hello there, this is Pastor Jeff. This is our confirmation teaching for September 14th, 2022. Tonight, we make a small tweak when it comes to the sermon. Instead of using the second reading, I'll be preaching through a series. Our first series is about friends. The series is a three-part series. Week 1, be the friend you want to have. Week 2, be wise about the friends you choose. Week 3, friends change, and that's okay. Think about your best friend for a minute. Are the two of you a perfect match? You just go together. You support each other, trust each other, share interests, and really get each other. You're real friends. Kind of like peanut butter and jelly or burgers and fries. These pairs are perfect together. If foods could be friends, these would be the real deal. I think we've probably all agreed that when it comes to friendship, we all want friends who we match up with perfectly. We want real friends. Some of you would probably say that you have a million real friends. Others of you have only a few people you consider real friends. And some of you would love to have even one real friend who has your back. But no matter what your friendship situation is, it's important to take a look at the people you keep close to you. It's important to know how to find real friends and be real friends, because real friends can play a pretty big role in your life. Think back to the best way of your friendship started. A time when someone tossed you the foursquare ball and invited you to play. A time when the only drama surrounding your birthday celebration was if it would be at the trampoline park or at the bowling alley. A time when agreeing on your favorite YouTuber was all that was needed for a solid friendship. Fast forward to now, and my guess is that friendship has become a bit more complicated. Your friend group seems to be changing all the time, and it isn't already changing. You're probably worried that it's going to. Maybe the friends that you've had since second grade don't really talk to you anymore. You have different classes, different interests, or different activities going on. And your friendships have changed as a result. Or maybe your friendship seems to be changing simply because life is changing. And that makes finding consistent friends who really know you a little bit harder. For those in confirmation, it can feel like you don't have that really friends that you really want. Maybe you don't feel like you have any real friends at all. And if we're being honest, I think we'd admit that can be very difficult. So, what do we do when we find ourselves feeling this way? How do we actually find the real friends that we are looking for? When it comes to both finding friends, the friends and being friends we want to have, I can think of no better example than Jesus. So today, we're going to look at some solid advice that Jesus gave on friendship. There was this guy named Luke, who was one of Jesus' earlier followers. Luke was a doctor who documented the life and ministry of Jesus. In his writings, Luke told us about something that Jesus did a lot. He was teaching about God's way. Jesus was speaking to his disciples, his closest friends at the time. And the crowds of people were listening in because they wanted to hear what Jesus had to say about God. For hundreds and hundreds of years, these people have been focused on following rules and laws as the most important part of their faith. But Jesus was teaching that faith is about more than following rules. It's about following and having a relationship with God. And in teaching them about that, Jesus said this: do unto others as you would like them to do to you. So while Jesus was talking specifically about what it looked like to love your enemies here, I think that we can take the same idea and apply it to our friendship. It basically means we should treat other people the way we want to be treated. It makes sense, right? In theory, this sounds like an amazing way to live. But in reality, it's not always the easiest thing to do. Think about what the world would mean when it comes to real friendship. Invite others as you would want to be invited. Include others as you would want to be included. See others as you would want to be seen. Talk to others as you would want to be talked to. I think all of this is really boiling down to one thing: value. In your friendships, you want to be valued. You want to be noticed, included, or missed when you're not there. You want to feel important to the people closest to you. Based on the truth that Jesus shared, you can look at it like this. One of the best ways that you can increase the value of your friendship is to be the one who starts valuing others first. Instead of focusing only on what you are or aren't getting from your friendships, you can focus on what you're doing to be a real friend. In other words, you can choose to be the friend you want to have. One time at a meal, Jesus chose to kneel down and wash his friends' feet. That may sound very odd to us today. However, Jesus chose to serve his closest friends. He took the first step to show them what friendship looks like. What I love about this story is that Jesus took action. He didn't wait for his friends to treat him the way he knew was right. Instead, Jesus went first to treat them with value, love, and significance. He showed them what it looks like to be a real friend. And it's something I think that we can do too. You can start finding real friends by being a real friend first. You can love, value, and show up for your friends in real, important ways. You can be the friend that you want to have. So, how do we do this? As people who want to have real friends, what can we do? Well, like we said, we can follow Jesus' example and start by being the kind of friend we want to have. We can be a real friend to others. It may not change anything overnight, but I believe you'll eventually find yourself in the kind of real friendship that you've been looking for. And to help you get started, I want you to try two things. Think about the kind of friend you want to have. Part of making a new friend or strengthening the friendship you already have is thinking about the qualities you appreciate in a friend. It's hard to have real friends if you have no idea of what kind of friend you want to have. So think today about a real friendship looks like to you. Be that kind of friend. Jesus set the tone with his friends by being first a friend to them. He didn't wait for them to treat him the way he wanted. He set the example by being a real friend right away. And you can do the same. I know the natural response in friendship is to wait for someone else to be nice to you, or include you, or invite you to that thing. But today, I encourage you to be the one to take the first step. Be a friend first. Offer a kind word first. Think about the way you want people to treat you, and then find a way to treat your people that way first. I think over time, you'll see a change. Not just in your friendships, but in yourself too. I know real friends can be hard to come by. In fact, when it comes to real friends, I think we all want to know how to find them and how to be them. Well, it starts with you. So remember, be the friend you want to have. One place that you can start is with your church family. It's a great space to start showing others what it looks like to be a real friend. And if you don't feel like the people in your church family are your real friends yet, don't worry. Maybe that's because you just haven't spent enough time with them or haven't gotten to know them well enough. And that can take time. We have church every week, so you can spend time becoming real friends who talk about real things with each other. So today, take a step forward by choosing to be the real friend with your church family about this whole friendship thing. So as you depart, I want you to think about this question. What kind of friend do you want to be? And follow Jesus' example. Have a great night.